Hello everyone, Sparky9013 here today, and yes, I got a haircut, and yes, I did it myself, and yes, it's kind of fucked up. Don't ask about it, okay? I don't want to pay $20 for a barber, so yes. And it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna go to the Marines in August, like around August, so yes. So I stumbled upon this new article made by Joshua Oliveri. I don't know. I know for Oliveira, but no. This last name is kind of tough for me to pronounce. Made on June 21st, so not that long ago. So you know what time it is? It's time to see top 10 things every fan should know about Toph. This might be interesting. Okay, let's just skip the intros and shit. No, fucking hell, my phone, man, my phone. Alright, she was a metal bending instructor. Before I read this, right? Everybody knows she was a metal bending instructor. There's no doubt about it if you read the comic books. So, and then she became the chief of police of the metal bending, police and shit like that. Whatever. It was impressive the moment when Toph learned metal bending near the end of the Avatar, Last Airbender second season, after the Hundred Years War, and the defeat of Fire Lord Ozai. Toph decided to share her skills with other Earthbenders. She opened a metal bending school where she taught Earthbenders how to manipulate metal. You should have ended with metal. How to manipulate metal. Yeah. She stated that she felt a calling to share this new ability. With the rest of the world, but others pointed out that she probably did so she could boss people around. Nonetheless, Toph's metal benders became some of the best earthbenders around, which impressive to say the least. Okay, what? Oh shit, my phone. Okay. My phone. I need to put something. No, I did not want to say this. She had a crush on Sokka. I think everybody knew that. Because Sokka, when she was about to drown and shit, and she's like, Sokka, you saved me. Oh. Yeah. I do not know where that voice came from. Let's keep going. She had a crush on Sokka. Toph was never paired up with someone in Avatar The Last Airbender, but she was often seen having playful relationship with Sokka. When moving through certain towns, Toph can be seen clinging onto Sokka's arm. Might be because she's always of second sense. I'm gonna make an excuse. When Sokka led the team on a certain mission, he was also usually the one to help her when she struggled. There was even an episode where she blushed while talking about not missing him, all signs pointing to Toph having a crush on Sokka. But it's likely that nothing ever came out of it. Toph mostly did her own thing after the war, and Sokka did his own thing. Alright. She wasn't a great parrot. I mean, she admitted it herself in the Legend of Korra that she wasn't a great parent. Toph left her own stamp on the world after the 100-Year War. She had two daughters, Lin and Sue. Lin became the chief of police in Republic City, while Sue created her metal bending city, of Sao Fu. It was clear that the two sisters never quite got along, and that was partly due to how Toph parented them. Frustrated over how she never allowed to do what she wanted, Toph compensated by giving her daughters too much freedom. This encouraged Sue to heed her mother's advice and be a free spirit, while Lane compensated by going to the police force. She started the police force. I mean, these are things that everybody already knows. It's either stated by by the characters themselves, or we see them through flashbacks or in the comics. It was the unison of Aang and Fire Lord Zuko that eventually led to the construction of Republic City, a place where people of all four nations, from all four nations, could come together to be united as well. However, bad people will always try to ruin good things, and Republic City was no exception. There was a lot of crime, which put the city in need of authority. This is where Toph came in. She decided to take her students and turn them into the Republic City police force. With metal bending skills at their disposal, the police force had a lot of tools that other benders didn't know how to counter. Yeah, that's true. Like a lot of benders do not know how to deal with metal benders. She was a human lie detector. Okay, again, it was stated. It's been stated throughout the series that she can tell when someone lies, like with using her second sense, and how she uses her second sense is how someone's heart rate changes all of a sudden and stuff like that. You can tell how someone's lied through their heart rate and stuff. Toph may be blind, but she was much more perceptive than most people. She used Earthbending to feel vibrations, allowing her to sense of her to make sense of her surroundings, and then some. It also allowed her to detect lies by sensing people's heart rates and breathing patterns. She used see my English. She oh my god. She used the scale a few times in after the Last Airbender, which helped the team out greatly. By the time we see her again in the Legend of Korra, Toph can sense lies just by standing still, whereas she used to touch the ground near a person to get a better sense. She could see the entire world. Okay, this was stated in the Legend of Korra because of the swamp she lived in, because the swamp was technically connected to the entire world. I guess the tree, there was a special tree that she used to live in. Throughout the Legend of Korra, many people wonder where Toph had been all this time. It turns out that she had been in the swamp by herself, living her best life. She lived near a massive tree and had roots all over the world. This allowed Toph to essentially sense what was going on in any corners of the world at any point in time. She used to watch over her children from the distance, as well as to keep up to date on what was happening in the world. By the time she was elderly, Toph had essentially mastered her own self-taught abilities. She got an apology from her father. Now, in the comics, right? And after the Last Airbender comics, there's these people working in a minefield, right? In a mine, right? In a cave, how'd you say? So the cave collapses, and she's alone with her father, with her dad, right? And I think there was some people around. No, I think she was alone, and her dad apologized to her because of the way he was treating her, because he was faking that he did not know her. So the thing about this was that he apologized the way he was behaving, because his wife essentially left him because she thought that it was his fault that Toph left. She left him, and then he came to. Oh, I do not know the place where he was, but he went to that place. This is where the Cheng Festival took place, right? And yes, he went to the caves and stuff like that, and made his own company and stuff like that. And after after a while, Toph came to the picture again, and her and the team, right, were evacuating this cave because it was collapsing because of a freaking spirit, and they were both alone because she was the only person to be able to metal bend and hold on to that cave until her students came in and helped her out. This was that was a long explanation, but I need ad revenue, which I'm not getting yet, but I hope to grow. Toph may have been the most powerful bender, but her parents never understood that. They believed her to be helpless little girl who shouldn't go out into the world, which motivated her to live against her parents' wishes. They tried forcefully bring her back, but that didn't work out well for them. She never went back home and ran into her father after the Hundred-Year War. At first, her father totally disowned her, never reacting reacted to anything she accomplished. When their lives were in danger, though, her father did give her an apology. However, their relationship was never repaired. It was repaired. What are you talking about? It was repaired. It, okay, I thought this guy was not gonna like make me, but yes, their relationship was repaired a little bit, but it was repaired because her father, her dad, right, acknowledged Toph, right? Let me be clear. He acknowledged Toph and called her the best Earthbender in the world, which was what Toph always wanted him to acknowledge, right? That was her wish, that her parents acknowledge who she was. Oh my God, what is wrong with you, Joshua? I just lost hope on you, oh, man. Now from number 10 to number 7, these are things. All right, I'm not gonna hold it against them because not everybody read the comics, but you could easily find the comics on YouTube. You just go and look at for the comics. They're usually three-parters with 30 minute longs with all the panels and the words, so you could read them. The guy doesn't narrate them, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. What matters is you can find the comics on YouTube. It's accessible for you. So yeah, this should be common knowledge. And yes, their relationship was fixed with her dad, at least. Her mom, and I don't think her mom was brought in, was brought up in the series. You know, after her dad explained to her that she divorced him. So, but yes, their relationship was repaired to an extent. She's the only character with a last name. Okay, I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one. The name Toph Beifong seems to be the second nature to fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender. However, she is the only character in the show to have a last name. And Katara and even Zuko don't have last names. Toph was given one as a way of establishing her family as rich, wealthy, and renowned across the kingdom, Earth Kingdom. Okay, now that's something I didn't realize because that's a little detail I never paid attention to. She was even able to use that fact to get Team Avatar ferry passes to try and avoid the Serpent's Pass. Other characters were given last names in the Legend of Korra, such as Asami Sato, who had a last who had one for similar effect. Okay, now that's something that's like I'll give it number 3 because that's something actually never pay attention to. I did not pay attention that a lot of these characters did not have last names and only Toph had one. Good on you, kudos. She never been in a stable relationship. I mean, it's obvious. She has 2 daughters with separate dads. I mean, not to be a jerk to people who have been divorced in the past. No, I'm not trying to shade on you, but like yes, if you, yeah, she was never the one to settle down, basically, and it's been confirmed in the Legend of Korra and stuff. Toph had a lot of trouble forming relationships, partially due to being sheltered from the world by her uptight parents. She butted heads with various members of Team Avatar, but eventually learned how to effectively contribute to the group. Things got a bit different for her after the Hundred-Year War, though it seemed that there were some people she was romantically interested in, but nothing ever came of it. Obviously, she was with a man named Kanto, who became father of Lin, but their relationship did not work out either. Toph just wasn't a relationship material. She's the best Earthbender, period. Okay, that's the bit over there. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother reading number one because it is obvious that she's the best Earthbender ever. I guess you can say. Um, the only argument I would say, oh my god, why am I saying? The only one I could see actually challenging Toph would be Kuvira. Now, Kuvira was always like, I think, if I remember correctly, she showed fear of facing Toph. Now, here's the thing, like, Kuvira has an agility comparable to Aang's. Like, she's so fast. Like, she's dumb fast. You don't expect an Earthbender to be as fast as her, right? So, and Toph had a lot of problem facing off with Aang because he was nimble. So we could like bring up the same case for Kuvira. She's fast and she could take out Toph just because of her speed and stuff. And I don't know. I don't want to say Kuvira could beat Toph. That's not what I'm trying to say. But she could give her a challenge. But it is obvious that Toph is actually a better Earthbender overall. Yes, this list, only one fact is something I did not notice. Out of everything else, it was established in the series or in the comics and stuff. So, and the writers too. So yes, check him out. I'll leave a link to the in the description down below. Don't send them any hate, please. If I'm gonna start building a community in this channel, I do not want people to view this the set community to be how you say hostile. All right. We want to work with other. I want to work with other people and stuff like that, and I want you guys to cooperate with that. If I see something that's wrong, I want to be able to fix it and improve upon it, right? So like articles like this of people who basically like they just make articles just to make them. They don't make them interesting. Okay, so yes, I want to help people out and stuff like that. And there's some spelling errors and stuff like that, and grammar errors too that had me struggle while reading, and I had to like go back. It might be my own English, it might not be, but anyways, hit like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.